Let's analyze together Coinbase.
Let's go. Welcome to Trading HD. Remember to subscribe and let's get started with this very interesting chart. Coinbase, we have a year-to-date percentage of more or less 450%. Very interesting. Let's talk about it in the comments and let's continue. First, remember to read the disclaimer and let's go.
This is absolutely inhumane chart of the year, I would say, along with Carvana. That we had Carvana almost, no, it's about 1000%. So that's another story. But this is remarkable. Bitcoin was up, I think it's up more than 150%. But this is three times the number, almost three times. So obviously something is happening right here. So let's take a look at the fundamentals together.
Let's go with that because in this case, we can see that the fundamentals have been, in the crypto market, there is a lot of movement right now, a lot of news, projects, etc. But this upside movement is very vertical. This last one since October, more or less, let me draw with the vertical line. It's a complete vertical movement, and I don't know if it will finish sooner or later, but I think it's very interesting to notice that it was after the last earnings. Maybe it is related.
I think it is related. I mean, if we take a closer look to it, look at that. Look at the last earnings, minus 2 millions. If we compare that to the previous earnings, that it was like a loss of minus 97. I mean, that's a huge improvement right there. So maybe that's related to it. Also, the cryptocurrency industry is like booming right now, especially between November and December. The performances of all cryptos those particular months were absolutely great, even more greater than in comparison to the previous month. So obviously, right now the crypto industry is like going nuts. But the key question here is, will this upturn continue?
Actually, let us know in the comments what do you think, what are your predictions for the end of this year and also for 2024, because the crypto market, you have this kind of trends, sometimes everything goes up, and obviously Coinbase will have those benefits because they work with that crypto market. But it could happen the opposite, we could see that cycle going lower and then this stock will correct, but we don't know it. Let us know in the comments and from there we can start the debate. Very interesting to analyze during this last year and 2022 also. Look at this kind of range right here. Let me draw it very fast because right here we could see a lot of accumulation maybe, because the price was holding more or less between $40 around that area and also around 100 more or less. So between that range, the price was completely being held, and from there, look at this. Wow, that breakout without even a retest and skyrocketed to the number that we are right now, $185 more or less. Very interesting to analyze that.
Yeah, I think something it has to do with is the volume profile, and let's take a look at it closer, because this is also very interesting to take a look at it, So what's happening right now is like the volume profile, all the volume that we have here, it was trading below this area, there's obviously some sort of accumulation distribution process right there, the volume control was at 58, dollars. This is where the most volume traded of the stock happened, and this is a huge accumulation actually of 1 year. And then it started to going up before in December 2022, and then the second push in June 2023, and the last one in November 2023. So obviously when you see like these incredible green candles, there's something that is going on right there.
Yeah, it's very interesting to analyze the past in order to see what could have happened, and how could you have traded it in a better way in case that you didn't, because that experience is there, and you could, for instance, do some kind of back testing and see like if you didn't know the future, sorry, how could you have acted? And in this case, we have that kind of range with a lot of opportunities, as you mentioned. Right now it's easier to spot those opportunities. During the moment it's always more difficult because you don't have that type of assurance that what is going to happen, and trading is very difficult in the moment. But that experience could help you a lot. What do you think about backtesting, guys? Because I think it's a very interesting tool that is not talked a lot, sometimes, but I think it's very important to practice it.
Okay, so what can we do at this particular level? Because obviously a huge rally that happened in this particular 2 months of more than just this rally is more than 160%. I mean, that's absolutely nuts. So obviously, right now we have to take a look at the RSI and MACD, one of my favorite indicators. It's just my opinion, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think of it. And I would say, obviously we are in oversold levels, because you can clearly see here the RSI is at 79, almost 80, and the MACD is like, wow. I mean, the last time
Yeah,
it
like
happened here is like in
overbought, you mentioned.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Overbought. Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I,
Uh,
I, I understood you.
yeah, it was November 2021. That was the last time Coinbase was trading at these particular levels in the MACD. So obviously, maybe there is a little bit of risk, because if we see a correction, you could get like a huge drop. Maybe let's analyze that. In normal circumstances, minus 22%, minus 24, something like this, it could happen, because look at the previous corrections. It was like huge, the second one was a minus 40%. So obviously there are some risk into this particular stock, because it's very volatile. And that's what I'm going to try to say, that there are some stocks that maybe a 40% in 1 year is absolutely crazy, but here is like it could happen in 1 week, so obviously the stock has a lot of volatility, and you don't want to enter in a stock that is like in this particular level. Maybe you want to see a correction. That's what we were trying to say.
Yeah, thanks for that like kind of experience or opinion, guys. Do you agree with that? Do you think the RSI is indicating that overbought territory as a signal of this trend will start to correct, or do you think that it will continue going higher? Because sometimes we saw the RSI indicator going higher and higher and it doesn't stop. Some type of markets it happened.
It
So
happens
what do
too.
you think? I think that's interesting to start that debate from there. Based on this technical indicator, this is just like a tool. Alvaro expressed his opinion right here. So we have that kind of perspective. And it's very interesting to notice what happened in the past with the RSI. For instance, let's go to 2021 with the daily chart. We can see very clear. Right here, the RSI was at similar levels right now, and the price completely corrected to the downside. But obviously, the market situation was different. That's why you have to analyze always all the possible details, because the market circumstances could be like different, Here we had the RSI in the oversold territory, and the price continued to drop. So obviously, this indicator doesn't always work in a perfect way. That's why you can't blindly follow anything here. And then we had this kind of movement to the upside with the RSI to the overbought territory, but not at extreme levels right now. We had this correction here, more or less the same. This one was almost the last one that we had around those levels, and we had that last correction of 45%. And right now we are at this last level. It's like the RSI reached that higher level and didn't correct. The RSI went lower, but the price continued to go higher.
Nuts.
So very interesting to notice that kind of divergence also. So what do you think about this indicator, and what are your predictions, guys? Let us know below in the comments, and welcome, Trading HT.
And we have also finally the predictions of Wall Street, because we have a lot of analysts analyzing this particular stock, and we are going to tell you exactly what they think about this. So obviously right now we have like a pessimistic vision, after the huge run, and maybe this is not updated. We have like 21 analysts offering their opinions about our forecast about this stock. So the average right now is minus 43. I mean, this is very, very interesting.
Exactly. Maybe this is not updated because it's
Probably.
like more or less 3 months, I think, the date that they updated or something like that. But very interesting to see, like if the prediction was that, maybe if they don't want to change it, the average would be the same, and the minimum also, and also the maximum, it's only 8%. So personally, I don't know about this. I think this is not updated. This is just my opinion, because I think the average is way lower than we normally tend to see in this type of forecast. But it could be. So what do you think about this forecast, guys? Do you agree with them? Do you think they are outdated? Do you think like the max should be higher than this, or maybe you agree more with the minimum one? What do you think? I think this is very interesting to have into account also.
Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching our video. Remember to subscribe on Trading HT, and see you in the next video.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice weekend. Take care. Check our video right here. Remember to subscribe. We're near 1,000 subscribers. We love you.